My name is Janaé Hurst. This is a mystical evening, and I am locked in with you.
So how you feeling? You were running behind a little bit.
I'm so sorry. I'm feeling great though. I'm happy it's here and I'm happy to show my art.
Okay, so what exactly is a mystical evening?
So a mystical evening is a fashion showcase. The garment is dedicated to the women of New Orleans, the black women of New Orleans, generations ago, who had to deal with something called a Tignon Law. A Tignon Law made it illegal for black women in New Orleans to wear their hair out, so they had to wrap it up in the head wrap that we used to call tignons. That's what a mystical evening is.
So I saw exactly what you're explaining at the exhibit, and then I saw some pieces that you actually made that your model is wearing, right? So can you talk about that? I was just telling him, like, that's so dope. Like, usually sketches just remain sketches, but you really made your pieces come to life tonight.
Wow.
So
yeah,
talk about that process and how did that come about?
So this has been a 6-month process, and that's so true. Like, seeing my sketches come to art, like, I literally had a moment before my model walked out, like, because, like, even for that second piece, not only did I see strong shoulders, but I saw strong shoulders. So, like, to have that held up is, like, so important. But I started this project at the Material Institute. It's a fashion school in the Ninth Ward, and I decided not to do their showcase because my piece had a little more meaning to it, so I wanted to continue doing research and look up different history and stuff like that, to be sure that the garment is embodying like what it's really dedicated to.
What would be the most challenging part about making the piece? It's very, very detailed. So I was like, I wonder how long that took her. What was your vision? Like, I know it's representing the law, but exactly what did you see when you thought about it?
Yeah, so originally my instructor Kai gave us something called a mind map. She told us to write down a word, branch ideas off the word. My first word that I thought of was iPhone, and then I started branching my words off, and to me it didn't make sense on behalf of fashion. So I went to Kai. She was like, no, it's for y'all showcase, I think. So I went back to the drawing board. First word I thought of was superhero. The second word I thought of was voodoo in relation to New Orleans. So I referenced a video, and it reminded me of Sierra Chenier's article about Tignon laws. And then I also, when I looked at this certain video, it also reminded me of fabric that was thrown at me on Mardi Gras Day. That's the hair wrap is the fabric that was thrown at me on Mardi Gras Day. So that's kind of like the backstory. It's like weird how, you know, the sequence of events happen. It's cool.
Yeah, dope. So you graduated from Dillard, and what was your major?
Marketing.
Okay, so I'm like, fashion. I'm so confused. Yeah. How did this come about?
So actually, we could thank Dillard. So it's cool that you mentioned Dillard. My sophomore year at Dillard, I was recruited to I wasn't even recruited to the fashion organization. It was more like, Janae, come here, sign up. That's that. Like, so I was in the fashion organization. The first year I wasn't too dedicated. Then that second year I started getting really involved, really driven to do shows. Then the third year I was president of Black Ivy and did 2 shows of my own. Then after I graduated from Dillard, I would have thought my fashion journey would have stopped there on some shit, but I guess when it's your purpose, it'll just keep going. So then the year after I graduated, I started an internship with Canal Place. And we had a showcase as well. Actually, tonight it makes a year from Canal Place.
Isn't that crazy?
It's very significant, and it means so much to me. So yeah.
So, at what moment did you realize that fashion was your passion? Like,
when I stopped sleeping because of it. Like, I don't be losing sleep and nothing else. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll sleep late from my job. Like, I don't care, but like, putting on shows. Like, I'm actually working on 3 shows right now. The one that's including my own, but I just don't be sleep. Like, I don't be caring about sleep. It's like we got to do. And once I started losing sleep, I'm like, dang, I guess. But yeah, like I really with it. It's a way I express myself, because honestly, all that is like my experiences from New Orleans. Like, you know, like that shit was thrown at me on Mardi Gras Day. 2 weeks later, I met the group of women who inspired that. And then being accepted into Material Institute, somebody sent me that application. Like, I had no idea what Material Institute was. Like, so it's cool, like how all of it could come together and how my mind, I guess, formulate things to equate to fashion.
So can you talk about your experience in actually getting to meet the ladies?
The group?
Mm-hmm.
I can't get too deep in detail. The experience was it was really moving. It was what word? It was a powerful and spiritual interaction that made me like very intrigued about them, you know. But I can't get too into it.
So what would you say is the most valuable piece of what you're presenting to us tonight to you?
Oh, you have great questions, Nu. The most valuable piece. Valuable as in monetary or valuable as in
meaningful?
The Tignon. The hair wrap, the Tignon. It was thrown at me like this is dedicated to the women who had to deal with that. Like,
do you feel like that's essential to the hairpiece, or is it just an accessory? Because I know that you cut your hair, but that piece is it stands out. So do you feel like hair is really needed to accessorize a piece, or?
It's not needed, but it's so, like, especially for black women, like, the hair is so important. Or the crown itself is so important. Like, we really be spending like hundreds of dollars on our hair, like, you know. So regardless if you have to wrap it up or if you can wear it out, it is so meaningful. Like, how you gonna tell somebody they gotta wrap their hair? That's my hair. Like, that's my hair. Or if I want to wear out straight long curl, like, that's my hair, you know. And it means so much to black women, obviously, because it's so much, too much. Well, I can say that now because I've already spent too much on their money, on their hair.
So why'd you cut your hair?
So honestly, like, this project really actually helped me cut my hair, because I've been wanting to do it since high school, but I never had the courage to cut my hair. It was like my biggest fear. Like, I never was scared to do anything but cut my hair. Like, because I'm so used to, I don't know, like, I used to cover my face, and like, I don't know, my shit used to flow different, especially in the bob. Like, so I just didn't, it was an attachment to it. And then I don't know, it was just like, what are you afraid of? So that's why I cut it, because it was like, why are you so scared?
So would you say that this project helped you to be free in your hair?
I cut my hair in July. I started this project in May.
So being that you're so deeply into fashion, what is one piece you can't leave the house without? It makes your fit.
This is so funny, because like on a regular day where I'm not, like, I'm so casual. I think I cannot leave the house without, okay, cool, my gold hoops. Yeah, right now I don't have gold hoops in, but my hoops, especially ever since I cut my hair, because I used to wear just like stud earrings. So my hoops, yeah, when I leave the house without my earrings now, it's like, ew.
What is most appealing to Janaé when she's looking at fashion? What stands out to you? Black. All right, anything else you want to say? Leave us with?
Thank you so much for taking time out to interview me. This means so much.
No problem. And that's it.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm excited.